Are you here to discuss your orders, Ada? Or is there something else you want? Go to tell FYR and get that Corprus disease cured. Then hurry back. I think I know how to get the lost prophecies Nebani Misa asked for. Tell FYR, Divayth FYR's tower, is southwest of Sadrith Mora, on an island on the southwestern edge of Zephyrbal Bay. Here. Let me mark it on your map. There's a dock, but no boat service, so you must water walk or swim from Sadrith Mora. Use the guild guide service at the Balmoral Mages Guild to reach Sadrith Mora. At Sadrith Mora, find Wolverine Hall, Fighters Guild, and ask the Scout Sundra and Irathai for detailed directions to tell FYR. You have Corprus disease. It's a rare disease that usually drives victims mad, and causes terrible, deformed growths on the body. I don't know much about it. I'll check my informants, and see how to cure it. In the meantime, we can discuss your orders. Metra Milo says the dissident priests do have records of Ashlander and Riveran prophecies, and she has an idea how we might get a look at them.
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
Greetings to you, Dunmer.
Tithing. Hey. Get away from me. You've got Corprus disease. You can't get cured of Corprus. Get away.
Ah, greetings. What shall we talk about?
You've got Corprus disease, Outlander. That's a death sentence. I am an enchanter. I enchant things, and sell them. I have scrolls, which are cheap, but only work once, and enchanted items, which work over and over again, but which are not cheap. I also make my Enchanter's Lab available to those who want to enchant items, but who can't afford the expense of building and maintain. I have a proposition. There's a teleportation artifact called a Propellant Index. I know where to find 10 of these propellant indices. I'll tell you where to find one. You bring it to me, and I'll pay you 500 gold and tell you where to find the next one. And when you've brought me all 10, I'll make you a Master Propellant Index, so you can travel back and forth between Caldera and the 10 propellant chambers all over Vardenfell. If you are interested, I'll tell you where to look for the first one. Good. Bring me the Hormoran Propellant Index, and I'll pay you 500 gold. It's a tiny gray thumb-shaped thing about the size of a key. I've learned it is available from Irgula the pawnbroker here in Caldera, 3 buildings down to the right. It's not actually enchanted, as such, so don't expect a detect enchantment spell to locate it.
I'm Amelia Tironia, the Imperial Guild Guide. I provide instant...
How may I help you, Dunmer?
Hail and welcome, friend. Hail.
You're got Corprus disease, Outlander. That's a death sentence. It can't get cured. Get away from me. Far away. Tel Fyr is a Telvanni tower on an island to the southwest, close to the mainland. Let me mark it on your map. Look for a tall tower, a dock, and a ship. The entrance to the tower is at water level, on the northern tip of the island, near the dock. In good weather, by day, the tower is easy to see. If you miss the tower and hit the beaches of the mainland, walk back and forth along the beaches and look for the tower. It's clearly visible from the beach. Bring levitation potions. No stairs in the tower. In Telvanni villages, the settlement is dominated by the wizard's residence called a Telvanni tower, a fantastic organic form grown and sculpted from stems, caps, and root-like holdfasts of the giant native mushrooms. The tower is often surrounded by a village of smaller mushroom pods hollowed out for craftsmen and commoners.
Speak freely, friend.
Are you here to plunder the dungeon? Have you got Corprus disease? Did you want to talk to Divayth FYR? Everyone who gets Corprus disease comes to our Corprusarium. It's not very pleasant, but at least they're all fed and cared for. He's up above in his study. I hope you can fly. You can't get up there unless you can fly. Or have potions. Sorry. You'd be surprised how many people come in here trying to steal Lord FYR's treasures. He does have quite a collection of relics and artifacts. But he keeps them down in the Corprusarium. And who wants to risk catching Corprus disease? Not to mention who wants to get ripped in half. Pity. We don't see many good thieves here. Just the stupid ones.
Is there something you need?
I suppose you want to speak to Divayth FYR? Have you got Corprus disease? Or were you planning to plunder the dungeon? He's in his study. He's busy. He's always busy.
Say, that's an interesting rumor piece you have there. What can you tell me about it? A gift? For me? How thoughtful. And shrewd. I suppose you know I am a collector. And that such a gift is bound to please me. I congratulate you on your diplomatic skills. So, why have you tried to butter me up? Come to consult the great Divayth FYR? You have the divine disease? Want to plunder the dungeon? Or leer at my daughters? How interesting. Did you know that Corprus makes you immune to disease? Have you ever heard of the prophecies of the Nriveran? Ashlanders say the Nriveran will be immune to disease. I've always thought, maybe I have the Nriveran down in my Corprusarium, and I don't even know it. Ha. Ha. The Nriveran is a fat, disgusting Corprus monster, and Matt is a marsh rat. Wouldn't that be funny? That's a fascinating story you tell. So, you might be the Nriveran. Means nothing, of course. Corprus victims have all sorts of delusions. But, let me think. I've got a potion. In theory, it should cure Corprus. Doesn't work, though. Probably kill you. Killed all my test subjects. But you've got nothing to lose. Before I give it to you, I want you to look around below in the Corprusarium. Know what's in store if you don't take the potion. And while you're there, I want you to pick up a pair of boots from a victim. Calls himself Yegrim Begarn. My oldest patient. Handy fellow. Fixes things for me. Bring the boots back, and then you can have the potion. I collect victims of the divine disease in my Corprusarium in the caverns beneath my tower. Poor devils. Wretched existence. Constant pain. Ferocious appetites and passions. No reason at all. Mad as marsh rats. But marvelous, too, in their way. Completely immune to disease. Life forever, barring accidents. Ancient wizards need projects to keep them occupied, and the Corprusarium is mine. Not bad for something born in a jar, eh? Charming and talented. Not daughters, really. A little project, a side benefit of my researches into Corprus disease. Made them myself, from my own flesh. Nice, aren't they? Alf FYR, Byte FYR, Delt FYR, and Yupse FYR. Quite a comfort to me in my old age. Haha. Alf FYR is the sharpest of my girls in wit and tongue. Gets on my nerves, sometimes, but conflict is the spice of life. Byte FYR is the sweet one. Eager to please, and be pleased. An excellent cook, and a lovely singing voice. Delt FYR is the efficient one. Organized and orderly. She acts as our steward, manages accounts, maintains supplies, keeps the tower and Corprusarium running. Yupse FYR is the girl with the biggest heart. She takes care of the inmates of the Corprusarium, and helps with my researches. Thank you for your gift. When you live for thousands of years, you need a hobby. Something you love always sparks your interest. I collect treasures and invite thieves to steal them. I'm a collector and a sportsman. I collect enchanted items and ancient artifacts. Have quite a few more pieces. And, as a sportsman, I love letting thieves try to steal my well-guarded treasures. Only a few rules. 1. Don't hurt the inmates. 2. Don't hurt my daughters. My warden and guards can look out for themselves. Oh. That thing. I was just going to give it to my Corprus inmates to play with. Do you want it? You can have it. The magical principles of Corprus disease are elusive and miraculous, far more subtle and powerful than any conventional sorcery or enchantment. I'm persuaded that it is in some manner the curse or blessing of a god. Perhaps both a curse and a blessing. The victim, of course, cannot appreciate the marvelous nature of Corprus. It saps the mind and destroys the body. But to a wizard, it is a profound and glorious mystery, a riddle worth a long lifetime of study. Visthakai, the Argonian, is my warden of the Corprusarium. Quite a fighter. Tough as nails. Self-taught. Works out with my daughters, who are no slouches at the martial arts themselves. Visthakai was one of the last of my slaves. Freed him, and he wouldn't leave. Kept him on as a hireling, then made him my partner. Excellent fellow. Fine companion. Not an intellectual, you understand, but good company for me and my daughters.
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Harvest's End. 3-100 result. Harvest's End. 3-100. Harvest's End. 3-100. Harvest's End. 3. Go talk to Divayth FYR. He's the one you're looking for. Grasping for ancestors in the fiercely. Are you here to plunder the dungeon? Have you got Corprus disease? Did you want— He's up above in his study. My name is Delt FYR. Did you want to see Divayth FYR? Have you got Corprus disease? Or are you another questing hero looking to plunder the dungeon? This is not the Corprusarium. The Corprusarium is in the caverns down below the tower. Just keep going down. You'll want to speak with Yupse FYR or Visthakai. They attend to the needs of the Corprusarium inmates victims of the Corprus disease. If you go down there, be careful. Many Corprus victims are completely mad. And quite violent.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
I am Vistakai, Warden of the Corprusarium. I am here to warn you, do not harm the inmates. If you come to plunder the dungeon, you must endure their attacks, and take your chances with me, their warden and protector. Do not harm the inmates. I will not tolerate you adding to their suffering. Indeed, they are brutal and ferocious, and they will kill you if they can. But you are their guests, and you may not harm them, or you will answer to me. For his own amusement, Divayth FYR permits thieves to test their skills by attempting to steal the treasures he keeps below in the Corprusarium. The dangers are fearful. The inmates are savage, and they carry the most terrible disease on Tamriel. The treasures themselves are guarded by traps and terrors. And the guards, myself chief among them, will take great delight in trying to kill you. Those are the rules. Abide by them or leave.
You're new here, aren't you? My name is Yupse. Yupse FYR. I take care of the Corprus victims in the Corprusarium. Be careful if you are going to prowl around down here. We will be very angry if you hurt any of our patients. And our patients can be quite a handful, I'll tell you. Strong as Ogrim and twice as mean. But they seem to like it when I play the drum. Quiets them down. There's a drum around here someplace. They wander off with it sometimes. But find that drum and bring it to me, and I think I can calm them down for a while. I can calm the Corprus victims with soothing drum rhythms if you'll bring me their Gurskin drum. It must be somewhere here in the Corprusarium. Yes. That Gurskin drum will do perfectly. I'll take it and play a little soothing rhythm, and I think that will pacify the poor Corprus victims so they won't be so savage and aggressive.
You're here for the Gmur boots. Tell my gracious keeper that I have done what I could. Only a Gmur mage crafter could have done so much. But only idiots could have created these boots. It shames my race that we must be judged by the works of such lack-wit blunderers. Lord FYR obtained these enchanted Gmur boots from an unfortunate thief. And, given the quality of their craftsmanship, little wonder the fellow came a bad end. But I can do nothing for them. The fundamental enchantment is flawed. Might as well start over again, if such a pair of boots could still be fashioned in these benighted latter days. But I have done my best. Take them to Lord FYR, with my sincere apologies. I cannot say what happened. I was not there to observe. I was in an outer realm at the time, and when I came back, my people were gone. I left Red Mountain, wandering Tamriel for years, searching our deserted colonies, looking for a survivor or an explanation. Then, a long time ago, I returned to Red Mountain, still looking for answers. Instead, I found Corprus disease, and I have been here ever since. I have theories, if you are interested. Lord Kigranak, the foremost arcane philosopher and mage crafter of my era, devised tools to shape mythopoeic forces, intending to transcend the limits of mere mortality. However, in reviewing his formulae, some logicians argued that side effects were unpredictable, and errors might be catastrophic. I think Kigranak might have succeeded in granting our race eternal life, with unforeseen consequences such as wholesale displacement to an outer realm. Or he may have erred, and utterly destroyed our race. Once I was a master crafter in the service of Lord Kigranak, chief architect of the great Second Empire freeholds, and the greatest enchanter of his time. I could not match the genius of Lord Kigranak, but what he could envision, I and my colleagues could build. All of that is gone forever. I still retain my cunning, but my hands and eyes fail me, and my memories have long faded. My only consolation is each day to mock the gods who destroyed my race, and condemned me to this bleak existence. Since the disappearance of the dwarves, I have been alone in this world, trapped in this grim prison. I can scarcely move, and my fellow inmates are scarcely good company. The risk of Corprus disease deters most visitors. But if you meet with cultivated minds undaunted by the terrors of the Corprusarium, you might mention your recent interview with the last living dwarf. This is how I style myself. I do not know for a fact that I am the last. But in my travels thousands of years ago, I never encountered another. And since I have been here, I often ask Lord FYR, but he says he has never heard a credible rumor of another dwemer on Tamriel or in any outer realm. I owe my life to Lord FYR. He took me in when I was a mad monster, out of my mind. In time, I emerged from my dementia, and now I am quite lucid most of the time, though my body is still a grotesque and useless prison. And I still have some feeble hope of a cure. Lord FYR has tried many spells and potions. None have helped me, but neither have they harmed me. If anyone can cure this disease, Lord FYR can.
Greetings.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
Well, did you get my boots? No boots, no potion. The boots first, please. And now, I'll give you the potion, on the following condition. You must drink it here, before my eyes. It should act immediately, and I need to observe you very carefully. Agreed. Good. Open your mouth, and close your eyes. Good. Now swallow. Goodness. Good grief. Look. Look. It's working. Remarkable. Let me check your skin, your eyes, your tongue. Amazing. I think it worked. No sign of the disease at all. Of course, you still have Corprus disease, just like I planned. But all your symptoms are gone. Marvelous. I'll go try it out on some of the more desperate inmates. But I'll answer any questions you have before you go. See? No more symptoms. Amazing. A bit surprised, myself. I collect victims of the divine disease in my Corprus in the caverns beneath my tower. Poor devils. Wretched existence. Constant pain. It worked, didn't it? Remarkable. Perhaps it will work on the other inmates. I'll have to proceed carefully, of course. You may be an exceptional case.
Go talk to Divayth FYR. He's the one he's in his study. Who are you? Did my father send you? Should we travel together and get out of this place? Shall we try and escape? I will wait for you here. Who are you? Did my father send you? Should we travel together and get out of this place? Shall we try and escape? Very well. We will try and escape. Take me outside this tower, Ada.
Outlander?
Thank you for rescuing me. Please take my locket to my father, Arathan Mandus. I am safe, but I have duties that cannot be ignored. I will go visit my father when I can. In the meantime, please take this locket to my father. I do not know where he is now, but perhaps his old friend Athan Sarethi and Al Dirun can tell you. Take the locket to him so that he will know that I am safe. Since our manor was destroyed by Corprus monsters, I do not know where my father is staying. His old friend Athan Sarethi and Al Dirun should know. Thank you for rescuing me. Please take the locket to my father, Arathan Mandus. Take the locket to him so that he will know that I am safe. Since our manor— Thank you, Ada. I have duties I must attend to, and then I must—
Like very good company.
Ada, thank you for your report. I'm very happy you've been cured. Unfortunately, I've had a bit of bad news. I've been recalled to the Imperial City. You will be promoted to operative, and will head the blades here in Vardenfell until I return. I've only waited here to give you your final orders before I go. Internal politics. Some concern about my sugar. I thought about refusing the recall, but they have members of my family back in the capital. I'm afraid it may have something to do with the problems with the succession. As the Emperor's health declines, factions are maneuvering for advantage. I may be gone a while, that's why you were promoted to operative. That makes you the ranking Blades agent here in Bardenfell district. As far as I know, there may be other Blades agents here I don't know about. It wouldn't surprise me. I may be gone a while, and you'll have expenses. Here's some gold, and you can use the house until I return. And I won't be needing these blacks or the ring while I'm in Cyrodiil. Maybe they'll come in handy. Take good care of them. There's nothing to it. Each agent has his own assignment, and reports directly to Cyrodiil. You are promoted to operative mostly to preserve your independence. You are no fool. The days of the Empire are almost over. When the Emperor dies, 9 hells are going to break loose. Forget about the Imperial City. Think locally. Worry about the 6th house in Dagathor, and squabbles between the great houses and the colonists. The rest of the political nonsense doesn't amount to a plate of scuttle. Those were the good old days, believe it or not, I was an apprentice once, too. But that was a long time ago. Elone the Scout can usually be found at Aril's trade house in Sedanin. You know where that is. You arrived in Sedanin by boat. Ed Theman, also Fast Eddie, also Eddie the Rat, is a rare commodity, a former Telvanni wizard who has gone Imperial and joined the Mages Guild. A colorful but unreliable character, but he is an invaluable source of inside information on Great House Telvanni. He has a small house here in Balmora. Metra Milo says the dissident priests do have records of Ashlander and Riveran prophecies, and she has an idea how we might get a look at them. Continue pursuing the Riveran prophecies, as the Emperor commands. First, go to the Hall of Wisdom and Justice, and get Metra Milo to help you find the lost prophecies. She's being watched. If something has gone wrong, find her private quarters. She'll leave you a message there under the code word Amaya. Then take the lost prophecies to Nibani Misa. From that point, you will have to follow her directions, and follow the prophecies. Good luck. Internal politics. Some concern about my sugar. I thought about refusing. Warrior Rithleen lives 2 houses south, upstairs. Master at-arms Shorver Horsemouth lives in a Goor herder's hut in the middle of nowhere west of Caldera. I've only been there once, and couldn't give you directions. Go look for him if you feel like a little hike. Mage Surain Leorian is in Caldera, the next town north. Her half-timber and stone house north sits between the twin towers of the North Gate and the Governor's Hall. Healer Tyre Malin lives 2 houses south, downstairs. To get to Hunter 9 Toes, leave my door facing south. Go right, down the steps, then turn left and head south, looking for his door on your left.
Corprus Cure. The Spymaster promoted me to Traveler rank, but is very worried about my Corprus disease. My best chance of a cure is Divayth Fyr, an ancient Telvanni wizard who runs a Corprusarium for victims of the disease. With the Dwemer artifact and 1000 gold Chaos gave me, I'll go to tell Fyr and persuade Divayth Fyr to cure my Corprus disease. I must hurry back to the Spymaster when I'm cured, because Chaos knows how to get the lost prophecies Nibani Misa asked for. Chaos says tell Fyr, Divayth Fyr's tower, is southwest of Sadrith Mora, on an island on the southwestern edge of Zephyrbal Bay. There's no boat service, so I must water walk or swim from Sadrith Mora. Use the guild guide at the Mages Guild to reach Sadrith Mora. Then, at Wolverine Hall, Fighters Guild, ask the scout Sundran Irathai for detailed directions to tell Fyr. Chaos gave me levitation potions, since Telvanni wizards don't use stairs. I gave Divayth Fyr the Dwemer artifact the Spymaster gave me. It seems to have made a good impression on him. Divayth Fyr says that the Corprus disease makes you immune to other diseases, and that the Riveran prophecies say the Riveran will be immune to disease. Can it just be a coincidence? Divayth Fyr has offered to give me a potion that may cure me of Corprus disease. It might also kill me, but, as he says, I haven't a better choice. All I have to do is go down into the Corprusarium, find a Corprus victim named Yagrim Bagarn, collect a pair of boots from him, then return to Divayth Fyr, and he'll give me the potion. I have been warned by Visthakai, warden of the Corprusarium, not to harm the inmates of the Corprusarium. Yupse Fyr said that if I would find a Guerskin drum and bring it to her, she could play the drum to calm the Corprus victims. She says the victims wander away with the drum sometimes, so I'll have to search for it. I brought Yupse Fyr a Guerskin drum so she could play some rhythms to soothe the Corprus victims. Yagrim Bagarn gave me the Dwemer boots Divayth Fyr asked for. Now, when I deliver these boots to Divayth Fyr, he will give me the potion that I hope will cure my Corprus disease. I gave Divayth Fyr the Dwemer boots from Yagrim Bagarn, and he gave me the potion. It didn't cure me, but it did remove all apparent signs of the disease. Divayth Fyr said he didn't actually want to cure me. He just wanted to remove the harmful features of the disease while preserving its virtues. It worked. And now Divayth Fyr is eager to test the potion on subjects in the Corprusarium. But I must hurry back to report to the Spy Master, and search for the lost prophecies.